We see Benji and Mrsavagem pushing their way into the next section of the storm. Ballers knocking down every wall that they're trying to put up, and he catches the player off guard. Inside, the trap goes down. Multiple traps going down. The pickaxe knocked down on Nuck, and the elimination there. That's 5 now for them. 22 teams left. They're looking at placement as potentially the next source of points.
So Mrsavagem was one of the first players that I really learned this from in regards to always being so in touch with how many materials you have. You will never see an overbuild in some of these walls. Look, the back's being completely covered. Also, he is one of the best players in the world at speed building out those tunnels like you just saw right there. How smooth this build is absolutely insane. You'll see exactly every move is calculated from this player. 170 HP now, 6 eliminations, 1 just came on in. Definitely wants to get more materials here soon. It looks like this will be the opportunity he's looking for. Shots, there it is. Can't loot those.
Looking for any shot they can. They still have the high ground here. Skate does jump on in, a little bit of fall damage. Reno catches himself on the way down, and we're looking for a push here. 12 eliminations between the duo. You see in the bottom right corner, Skate does have a player on the outside. He's trying to catch him off guard. The rotation in from behind and ramps. Try and get the high ground and quick check up, see if there's anybody above him.
14 limbs now as Reno finishes his elimination on Shatsu. Sizzy on top and Luca now in this fight. Only 6 players in total, and there Skate with another one. Now 15 eliminations. This squad, Ben, has wiped nearly a fifth of the lobby by themselves. Another one comes on in. Now just 4 players remaining. It's a 2v1v1. 2v1!
Sidewipe goes down. Mangaliga has the high ground, but Reno and Skate are both sitting pretty with HP and shield. Mangaliga takes a solid shotty shot, and he goes down. Reno and Skate securing that victory royale. 19 eliminations. Now, while you may be thinking, there are quite a few players, Jack, that are playing this. This was the top 3. Anybody that made it to 300 points.
Just behind him, unfortunately, not able to hop onto that one. And, Ben, it's one of these zones where there's a lot of elevation coming into play. Always awkward for these players with having to get around towards the top of this mountain.
Now, you might be thinking Themo does not have the ability to climb necessarily if he does get challenged. He went for it right there. I was about to say, the flint knock oftentimes will be used as a method to build your way up. Now, don't count him out just yet, Jack. Eliminations count as HP as well, and he might use this flint knock in just a second here. If
it's too drastic. It's too drastic.
Way too high. Gets another one on the outside. Themo says, I'm not done yet. He's looking to push his way back in. Another one, drop it down, and he secures another elimination. Don't count him out, Jack. He's not done yet.
Okay, now he's
done,
definitely
Jack.
done.
Okay.
Hey, but look, those 3 limbs right there, 3 points that they wouldn't have had.
That's absolutely incredible. The positioning there, and anytime a circle rotates over a mountain, let's say you're in the game, Jack, and you see the circle is gonna smear everybody off on a mountain. What's the first thing you think?
If you see that zone pop up right there and you don't have rotation, you need to get ahead of it. You need to play just riskier. Oh my goodness, the reaction from Dome. The reaction time, incredible. Right there from Dome, as he's got to build on out. Remember, only 11 players remaining, but when you mention that again, when you see a zone that goes up that much elevation, you need to either act early and make a risky play happen, or as you saw from those players, you basically have a 0% chance of surviving. We went from 30 plus down to, well, 10 in the last zone movements, and I guarantee you majority of it was because of that elevation. A beautiful edit. The Stink's now coming on in. Domy's got to make a move happen, but Ben, look at the materials remaining. 116 structures. This player can build forever in this late game zones.
Catches Nomus rotating the outside and does get that pump shot. The fact that Dom caught a player essentially like catching a fly with chopsticks to get that elim earlier is insane. But here we go. 4 eliminations. His teammate had 2 before he's out. He's solo. 6 players left. Another one. Fact Ghost gets knocked down. Dom trying to pick up his 5th elim here. He's going to edit his way out, pushing for a safe spot at the edge of the zone.
He saw so many mats.
The Stink, the pressure applied from the Stink is going to force him to rotate, but it's no big deal. He was going to anyway. Fact Ghost gets eliminated down below. That is another elim. You have 2 players below. A baller, Little Man still in the baller, and Nummy all the way up top.
It's an elevation zone again. Nummy's in a brilliant position, not having to worry about this because he's already playing the high ground. He's not even being focused right now because everyone else is too worried about popping on up. 3 players remaining, only solos left. Numby, Bat, and Domi. There's a launch pad that will soon be in play in the zone. Will any of these two players see this? It doesn't appear so, as no one's on that low ground as of right now. But there's Doma using those insane amount of materials to try to fight for this high ground. That's the big battle right now. Bat is just enjoying sitting down there. No pressure at all at the moment. 3 players left. Numby still aiming down with that heavy sniper rifle, looking for an opportunity to potentially catch Dome off guard. And it's Bat who's still just spam building from the low ground.
Numby's pressure from above is basically forcing
Domi's out of build.
Just all the mats come out.
Domi's out of build.
He's going for it. It looks like going for the 1v1 on the bottom. Numby dropping in, trying to third-party this all the way down to the ground. He's still in the safe zone. Catches Bat off guard. Numby and Dom in a 1v1. Still inside the zone. Very, very close to the edge. 6 eliminations. Could catch a 7th here in just a second. No builds. 24 shield, 60 HP, and he slides on the outside. He's got to look for shots and put pressure. This might be it. And he catches it. What? Are you kidding me? Numby goes down.
The headshot from Domi. 7 eliminations, single-handedly wins his team the game. And Ben, plays like that are what make the difference in qualifying in the top 1,500 duo.
Jabra's still alive as well. Both players still in it. The only full duo left. 7 players and 6 teams. Everybody else is solo, which means every other player has got to be playing as safe as possible. But in a storm like this, you've got a rotation occurring, a lot of branching already built. Players are going to be, they're going to have to knock through walls. You see in the bottom right corner, they're going to have to melee their way through structures, which means they can get caught off guard. The minigun, the top right, only 15 HP, but Sewa says it might be enough to pick up another elim. It's not, and he gets beamed from above.
Protox. That was such a 200 IQ play. Hides in the enemy's builds in the corner with a beautiful view of the entire zone. Basically played around the fact that they thought people would drop on down. That's exactly what happened. It was 2 quick eliminations. 4 teams left, 4 solos in total. Protox trying to break and claim the wall. There's the edit. A quick pump. The reset on the wall. Now continuing to move on through. Thankfully for Protox, this is all wooden build. So 2 quick swings will break down the structure. Boogie Bomb now picked up. More materials as well. Up to 109 builds.
Oh my God.
180 pump. Trap coming in. Going to continue to have to follow these, but they've got enough materials to continue to follow this all the way out. Oh no. Stuck in the builds. The edit's coming through. The shot comes in. He owned the floor. Protox ends the game with 4 eliminations and the victory royale.
Absolutely incredible. The awareness in that moment of knowing that you own that.
Tried to get a little too aggressive and dive onto you, but they're playing so well. They're continuing to just carpet the upper ground here, hold the high ground completely, give themselves some more time on to defend themselves here, right? And they're racking up eliminations with these explodes. They're using these so well, Zeke.
Now keep in mind, Airwalks himself is out of rockets, but that's okay. If he finds an elimination, someone else could have some. But his teammate here, Nikov, does have more. We saw and hear a reload coming out. So now this means Airwalks is going to be looking to isolate.
He got more?
He passed him more rockets? Okay. These guys are playing demo right now, okay? They're just sending rockets down below, fracturing builds, just making sure everyone's super uneasy, forcing them into these weird positions and making them just like panic.
This is such a stacked lobby, by the way. I just saw Benji Fishy there as well.
And Savage.
I saw Skype, Savage, who's going to be out of this one, and Vato as well from Lestream. They're still going to be in the action. Benji Fishy qualified for the solos portion of the Fortnite World Cup last week. Maybe could be looking to qualify once again. Only 4 spots up for grabs in the European region. The dynamite, feel the boom. You just want to throw the dynamite down, set it, and forget it. Picks up an elimination there. And all of these players here continuing to just jockey for position. But Benji Fishy manages to snag yet another down and elimination. That was going to go on to Crusher. The M10 crew still going to be in the action. Just as I say that, they go off in the action feed. You saw it pop up there. And Benji Fishy trying to just stay alive. So many explosions happening around him. You just want to play defense. Didn't get that clean edit down, but pushes in and trying to see where Benji Fishy is. So Benji Fishy is still going to be going a Mongrel. Mongrel's in this game as well. This is a who's who of European Fortnite here, folks. I think I saw Jarl there as well.
Yep.
Lots of great players are going to be left in the scuffle. And Benji Fishy trying to punish some of these players are going to be outside here in the storm. They continue to go down like flies. 11 players remaining. Benji Fishy manages to take down Skype. You got to thirst them right away so you can get the siphon. More players as well. And Benji Fishy waiting this one out now. And up above, it's Nikov and Airwalks. And Mongrel is going to get hit by a rocket. They have more rockets, Zeke. How do they have more rockets? It's like they got every single rocket on the server. It's just not fair. But this is their territory. This is their land. And they're going to do everything that they can to defend it. Airwalks and Nikov, beast mode at this point in time. You got Ozkervo, who's going to have 7 eliminations, along with Ivesy.
Oh my God!
But Nikov gets another one down there onto Prago. That's going to leave us with just 6 players remaining. Endrian's going to go down. It's going to just be Ozkervo. But Airwalks and Nikov, they have him. They have him tucked in a corner. And Ozkervo, you're not going to be long for this world, because this game belongs to the Solary boys. Airwalks and Nikov, victory Royale.
My God, that was an absolutely mind-blowing performance, and I think to hear more on that and some other neat stuff, let's send it over to Doc.